Namaste and welcome to Degula channel. We will hear in the short stories, we will go through the story of Mahaprasthana. It is the end of the Mahabharata, war is over, and then the Pandavas are ready to move towards the Swargarohana, or it is called as the great journey, Mahaprasthana. We will see the story in two parts. But before we go to the story, I request you to please like, share, and then subscribe to my channel. This is a great journey of the last journey, end of the journey of the Pandavas. After quite a long number of years, very long years of ruling their kingdom, Pandavas, their kingdom, and fulfilling their duties, almost all the duties they have completed. The Pandavas, Pancha Pandavas, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, and the wife of all these five, Draupadi. They have all prepared themselves. They are finally ready to step away from the world, go away from the world. So now the sage Vyasa. Vyasa is a great sage. He is a wise seer and advisor. He advised them that the purpose of their lives, whatever they had come on this life, is complete. Everything is fulfilled, and they should be prepared to leave this. All their purpose of their lives had been served, and then they have to leave. This was told to Arjuna. Veda Vyasa, he told to Arjuna all these things. Arjuna shared this advice with his brothers and Draupadi. Arjuna came, he said all these things to his brothers Dharmaraya, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, and they all agreed that it was time, the time has come to let go of their worldly attachments, the attachments to this world, and begin their final journey. Now, before they set for their final journey, Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandavas, he crowned Parikshit Raja. Parikshit, he was the son of Abhimanyu. He was a grandson of now this Pancha Pandavas. He put him on the throne, and then he declared him as a new king of Hastinapura. So when Pandavas left, Parikshit was the king of Hastinapura. He told King Parikshit, to take care of the kingdom. Now, he entrusted the care of kingdom to Yuyutsu, a trusted ally. So he made Parikshit the king, and also he entrusted the care to take care of the kingdom to Yuyutsu, a trusted, he was a partner of this persons. Meanwhile, in the Indraprastha, Vajra, the Yadava prince, was crowned king. So all these things were settled. The kingdoms of theirs being given to the respective grandsons and things like that. They settled everything. All their responsibilities settled, the Pandavas were free to start their journey towards renunciation, leaving everything and then moving towards the um, renunciation. So the journey begins like this. They set out with only very bare necessities. They don't take on lot of things with them. They take only very bare necessities that is required for Tirtha Yatra. That means tourism. The Pandavas started their journey across the vast lands of India. They headed towards the majestic Himalayas. As they began their journey, as they were uh, going through, a dog, a small dog, from nowhere it appeared. I don't know from where it came. It came and then joined them and started following them. It joined their journey and it started following. So it was so loyal to them. Wherever they went, it used to accompany them and then it used to go there. The dog's loyalty touched the Pandavas. And they took the dog also along with them. They did not just chase it away. They took the dog also along with them to join them on their pilgrimage. So first the journey started with them facing towards east of India. After walking for several days, they reached the red waters. They call it red waters. Probably that was river Brahmaputra. Because Brahmaputra, once upon a time, it was called as Lohit. Lohit means reddish in color. In ancient times, Lohita. So now when they reached this Brahmaputra Lohita river, they stood by the river and a miraculous thing happened there. The god Agni of fire, he appeared before them. So Agni reminded Arjuna. He said, you have this bow Gandiva which was given to me, which was given by Varuna actually, sorry. Agni reminded Arjuna of the mighty bow, the Gandiva, which was given by Varuna, the Lord of Waters, long ago to help Agni during this Khandava Dahana, a forest, where Agni wanted to consume lot of, he wanted to burn. This desire, this Arjuna, by protecting it from all sides, he had helped him. So this Gandhiva was to be returned back. Now that all their adventures, everything were over, Agni asked Arjuna to return the bow, and he had this thing, quiver with him that was inexhaustible. How much ever you remove the arrows, it would keep filling by itself. It was like endless, and then you couldn't empty that quiver. So that also he takes it out. All these things used. Arjuna, although he was attached to these powerful weapons, he was attached to this, his bow, Gandiva, his arrows, all these things. But he realized at this time, at this juncture, it is no, because everything is over and I am going on a final journey. He realized it was time to let go. He, urged by his brothers, he threw the Gandiva and quivers into the river. He threw both Gandiva and all this, that river, this quivers which you will keep, all these things into the rivers. So this kind of a symbolic act, they began to release their worldly possessions one by one. They all of them, they removed all their these things. Then after that, the journey continues. They turn towards south. First eastwards, then towards south they turn. Eventually reached the vast expanse of the sea. They saw that sea, the sight of that endless water touching the horizon, very big ocean. So reminding them of the infinite cycle of life and death, life was so vast, like this, it reminds them. Now then they move westwards. They traveled up to the coast of western coast, that is presently the Gujarat area. They reached the city of Dwaraka. They came, once a great city of Dwaraka, they came to the Dwaraka. So Dwaraka was the city ruled by their most beloved friend, guide, philosopher, Lord Krishna. But when they reached the Dwaraka, they were in for a shock, great shock. They found it totally submerged under the seawater. The great city that was once filled with life and divine energy, it was silent under the waves. So the sight of Dwaraka, the submerged Dwaraka, it brought a very heavy sadness to the Pandavas' hearts. All those things which they had, they started remembering all the things with Krishna, how they played with Krishna, what are all the things, It made them very sad. It was a kind of a stark reminder of how everything in the world is temporary, no matter how grand or beautiful it is. No matter who rules it. Krishna, none other than the great Lord Krishna himself, Lord Vishnu's avatar Krishna himself, he was ruling this Dwaraka, but that Dwaraka is now under the water, submerged under the water. Of course, there are, even to this day, Dwaraka is underwater. There are a lot of researches going on. There are a lot of evidences that have shown that there was a big city, quite a big city, and it is now submerged in the water in the state of Gujarat. Anyway, that is for today's, that is the history. Now, after they finished this westwards, they went towards the Himalayas. They paid their respects to whatever that remained in Dwaraka. So that means during the Pandava period itself, Dwaraka was submerged. So now the Pandavas turned towards northwards. On the way, they stopped briefly at Rishikesh. Rishikesh is the foothills of Himalayas, a very sacred place which rests there in the foothills of Himalayas. They took a moment to reflect on their journey so far, and the journey was all quite comfortable. Now they prepared. The journey so far was quite okay. Now they prepared themselves for the final leg of their pilgrimage. Final leg. With a great determination and a sense of peace, they began their ascent into the towering Himalayas. They started moving towards the Himalayas. They wanted to reach Kailasa. They wanted to reach this Shiva's abode under, with this jiva, with this body. Of course, while moving, the mountains with their snow covered peaks and serene landscapes represented the ultimate journey of the soul, rising above this Pancha Bhutas earthly world towards the heavens. As they walked further into the mountains, each step brought them each step brought them closer to their final destination. So this is how their journey begins. The final journey is yet to be there. So with this story of their journey, we conclude this episode. There is one more episode to this. We will go through that in the next video. Viewers, I hope you have liked this story. As a mark of your like, please press the like button. Press that like button. Share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your valuable time.